So I drove out to a park, got here and realized that it closes at 5. It's currently 5:23. The sign says it closes at 5, but the gate was open and there were still people here, so I'm here. But I'm realizing that, man, it is so flooded. Like, it's hard to go back through these trails and hope that anything looks aesthetic if I can even get to it. And I think that I do see a squirrel. Okay, well, I just learned a very valuable lesson, and it's always have your camera already ready, because I did not get that shot. And it was actually a bird, not a squirrel. I figured as much because I figured that squirrels would be like in hibernation during the winter. I also feel like I need to be really quiet so I don't scare off any animals. All right, this is the earliest I've woken up in so long. My goal was to get up before sunrise. And I guess technically I still did that, but I dilly-dallied a little bit, and I'm on my way to the trail, and it's already starting to look a little blue. The birds are out chirping. To be honest, I don't expect to get like any crazy shots anyway. But I am in a little bit of a rush here to make sure I get there before the sun really starts peeking out. I'm hoping that I can get some, good dynamic lighting on like a squirrel or a bird. The miracle would be I somehow see a deer, but the odds of that are so slim. What I'm expecting more so is to see squirrels, ducks maybe, or like a goose. This is definitely a new adventure. Just taking the risk of going somewhere, hoping there's some animals. And hoping that when I see those animals that I can even get a decent shot. This is incredibly likely not gonna be worth it in the long run, but it is experience under the belt. Yeah. I have arrived. On the way here, I literally saw a couple ducks flying. I'd love to see them. They're not in the water though. I've already seen some birds. Worst case scenario, we gotta just get some time with God, so we're just gonna run it. Immediately, this bird came and landed on a bush near me. That was hype. Got some shots of it. I'm realizing, man, I really don't have the lens for wildlife photography, but I was trying my best to make it work. Oh, there's another bird right here in this tree. Okay, that last bird was a model, bruh. He was chilling. I ended up being able to get pretty close. He just did not mind my presence at all. So those photos are gonna definitely turn out way better than the ones that I went to take last time. So already an improvement. Again though, I've gotta get a deeper lens, brother. This maxes out at 210, and it feels like 50 or something, man. I swear it doesn't, I feel like it goes that far. I really wanna get one that's like maybe 200 to 400. That would be optimal. Dude, I was struggling to get the focus on the bird. All the other little branches it wanted to focus on. I had to find the right angle. I was like spread eagled, trying to get like the height of my body, the right spot. Whew. It's a bit nippy this morning. I decided to go ahead and start walking back because there's a better trail that's more wooded. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ducks. We've got a duck! So, hi, hello. This is future editing me here. I don't know how much YouTube compression and my editing software and stuff like that will compress and make those pictures more noisy, but I'm really proud of those pictures of the geese. I think throughout the rest of the vlog, they're low-key my favorite pictures I took. And I high-key recorded like a whole 20 minutes or so of me editing those pictures to try and talk about like how I edited them. And then I found out that it didn't have any audio. But it low-key works out because I'll be honest, you wouldn't have wanted to hear the audio anyway. I am not a person who gets up before sunrise ever. So I was straight up sitting in front of my computer trying to edit those and be like lively and talk about the intricacies of how I was raising the contrast and lowering the blacks and stuff like that and like all this. But I was kind of just talking like this the whole time, bruh. I was so tired. It was pretty funny. But it is a shame that I didn't get to go through that. So at some point I'll have to talk more about the way I edit photos right now. Because again, I'm curious to see in 2 years if I edit photos the same way. Like if I'm gonna go back and watch this vlog and be like, ugh, what was this guy doing? But it's like, that was me. I was that guy. Everybody starts somewhere. So I'm curious to see how far I'll go or get people's critiques and be like, maybe I'll hear from some vets and get some like pro tips on editing photos and stuff. But anyway, vlog's not over yet, so back to it. Okay, so round 2 with Derek here. Today we're gonna be trying to do some more nature photography. I've been like hard at work looking for places that I can find just more unique animals that aren't just birds and squirrels as best of my ability. And other than like setting up a full-on like hunting trip basically to try and get some deer, I found out in our town we have a like a nature place. Apparently it connects to a trail, and apparently like on the Facebook page I saw that there was like a coyote or something that just like walked across, and there's been some deer and stuff like that. So I'm about it. I don't know, we're here at about sunset. I wanted to come in sunrise again, but it was supposed to be like brutal cold this morning. And so I figured if I'm gonna be cold, I'm not gonna be cold and tired. And it's honestly like in the high 50s right now. Like it's perfect, low key. Update, we're at a completely different trail. Woo! we went to a completely different trail because that trail kind of sucked. So here we are. Here we are hoping. This one looks like it's gonna be actually more in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it?
You wanna go, left looks like it'd be more in the thick of it because we're away from the road.
Yeah.
Lit. Well, we saw some deer.
We did. We saw like 6 deer, and they all ran away.
There was a ton. We just literally crested a hill, and they were like at the bottom of it, so we didn't even have time to react. They were already kind of booking it, but a couple of them stayed back and tried to watch, see what we were gonna do. We tried our best to get pictures, but I don't think either of our lenses are super duper fancy. And also, I mean, trying to focus it in this low light through all those branches was tough.
Yeah.
Now we're on our way back. I kind of realized like I underestimated, or maybe overestimated how much light we had left.
We heard an owl twice.
Dude, we heard an owl. That was the coolest part for me, low key, because we were at a junction. There were 2 different ways to go. And we were like, I don't know, we go this way. I don't know, we go that way. And Derek was like, why don't we go this way? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And then we heard the owl the other direction. And we both kind of looked at each other and we're like, all right, we're going that way.
Like, let's go that way. So, and then we saw a possum, but I mean,
I wanted to get pictures of that possum. I was wanting to go in, but he was elusive.
Yeah, he was hiding.
I just want to do this more, and like, I just wish they'd be out more. I don't know. I need to look up like prime animal season. I have been at the local golf course. It's probably so windy. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but I mean, it is just beautiful this morning. It was absolutely storming earlier. Woke up at 4:44 a.m. to the National Weather Service letting me know that that storm was really storming. I was kind of tilted, and I was like, well, dang, now I'm already up, so I'll try and get up before sunrise, try and get like a angle of this beauty. Oh my God, it's so peaceful out here. Like nobody's here. The course is dumb flooded from the storm, so I don't think anybody's gonna be coming here anyway. And I've just been like pacing around, just got the golf cart out, like just hoping to see something. I've had no luck. The course is so flooded I can't even go to the back really. I can't go to the back 9 at all. I took a few pictures of birds on like the power line, but that's like literally all I've gotten. Sadly, there's no geese in the pond or anything. I was really hoping to see some deer, bruh. Imagine I saw a fox this morning. The lighting is so perfect. The lighting is beautiful. Look at this again. You see this dynamic lighting on this golf course? Look at this sunlight. Oh my God, like I'm glowing. You put a fox right there. Oh my God. But, wait, is that a squirrel? Wait, did you actually see that? There's a squirrel back there. I don't know if you can see that in the frame. I don't think there's any shot I'm getting to that squirrel, but I'm gonna go for it. I wish I had a longer lens. It's probably been like a good hour since I was last on here. I mean, it's still just so beautiful. I'm gonna consistently try and come back here more often. This is dope. I just got a picture of a bird on top of a tree. That was kind of lit. I got a lot of pictures of birds by a pond, or like by the flooding. And then I think I got one good picture of like a falcon. I should have, dude, I learned another lesson. I am never gonna turn my camera off again. It was flying like basically right toward me. And it took me a second to get my camera like back on and ready. And so I missed like a baller shot, but I recovered. Oh, it's back above me again. You see this? Look at this guy. He vibing. Oh, hey, funny seeing you here. Also, there's nothing in this, just wanted to show it off. But that concludes the wildlife photography journey that I've had so far. Again, the dream is to see a fox right now. I literally had on my board over there that I wanted to see and take good pictures of deer and fox this year. That's like my first wildlife goal that I feel like is reasonable just around the area that I live. Because while the real dream would be to be able to go to like Yellowstone or Alaska or something, just not happening right now. Plus, I want to take pictures like these so that I can learn. That way, when I do get to go on one of those trips, I'll be able to take like actual banger photos, man, and be really proud of myself. I don't want to go to a place like that and not know what I'm doing. But this was fun. I feel like I'm already figuring out the settings on my camera more, my limits, like the distance that I can take pictures with the lens I have right now. I'm literally using a kit lens that came with my Sony ZV-E10. I think it's 80 to 210 off the top of my head, 80 to 210. It's like F, I think the lowest F it goes is like, it's either 4.8 or like somewhere in the fives. Something like that. It'll do for now while I'm just taking pictures of birds, but I would really like a 200 to 400 to be awesome. Or even a 600 millimeter to some degree. Maybe somebody from Sony will watch this video and be like, yo, why don't we sponsor a completely new beginner amateur wildlife photographer, and we'll just pay for him to go to Alaska or Yellowstone or what's another cool animal place? I don't know. Tell me what you think. What's your dream like animal destination if you were a wildlife photographer? Give me some ideas. Also, to anyone who cares, I did end up becoming a member of Cody's church. Cody's my partner on the Truthful Ministry podcast. I've been going to his church for a while I'm in the interim of figuring out what I want to do with my life. And now I'm an official member there. And he already put me to work. This last Sunday, I subbed in for him while he was gone and I led youth group. And it was really cool being able to serve. Again, anytime I get to serve, it's dope. Last vlog, I talked about serving at his spaghetti dinner event with the students. But this time I was just straight up leading. Like, Cody wasn't there. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. But it all went well. And one thing I thought I was going to talk about there, but I didn't end up talking about, was just how awesome Genesis 2:19 is. The concept of God bringing every animal to Adam and him getting to name them. How sick, bruh. And I recently heard someone named Johnny Chang talk about how in that moment, like, God is showing Adam how your words have power. Because, like, whatever he names it, like, that's what it is. And so I ended up talking to him about how important, like, the things that come out of your mouth are. But, man, that verse specifically in my life, like, I just think about how cool it would have been to be Adam, bruh. Like, God just pulls up and he's like, all right, here's this. And, like, God shows you a bison. And the bison, like, you, like, dap it up. Even though they don't have hands, you just, like, pound its horns or something. Noggin. A lion. Wolves. Just a cow. Bears, giraffes, sloths, lemurs, like, just picture being Adam and getting, like, a full zoo show right there and just getting to name them all. It'd be so sick, man. That's the dream. But yeah, I got more exciting stuff on the way. I don't know if the next vlog will be quite as wildlife-y like this one. I'd love to do more wildlife stuff, but just there's so much going on in life right now. Something I meant to vlog but forgot. I went and checked out this church. I went and checked out this wedding location. I'm performing a wedding soon. That's where I got this mug. It was a gift from the bride and the groom. The next wedding I'm doing, we went and scouted out that location, and it was pretty chill, pretty cool. But that wedding's coming up, and then I've got a lot more going on. We're redoing in our backyard our deck, and I'm about to start growing some plants and stuff out there. Probably gonna grow like some herbs, some flowers, just some vegetables, some really simple basic stuff. I'm not an expert by any means, but this is the year where I'm just trying new stuff, dog. Straight up trying my hand at photography. Gonna start trying my hand at gardening. Like, I'm doing everything, man. I'm literally just taking like a year off in life to just figure out what the heck to do. This is dope. Anyone out there who watches this and happens to be interested in figuring out more, welcome to the journey. I hope this entertains you to some degree or you get something out of it. Hope to see you back. Peace. I'm out.